What's up, everybody? Welcome to Game Scrubs. I'm one of your hosts, Cal, and joining me today, as always, as per usual, it's Jake the Mayor. How's it going, my buddy?
We're back. It's been a hiatus.
It has been
way too long. It's good to be back.
Yeah. A little different format from usual. We're kind of switching things up. But for those of you who are unfamiliar with us, basically we're two guys who have been dudes their whole lives, and we've been, just two male streamers, gamers,
Scrubs.
despite society wanting us to not. This intro is already going. It's already going so well. But no. Basically, in case you can't tell, we've been doing this a long time, which actually, unfortunately, is not a joke. But the hiatus, I actually have been dusting. I was just dusting off my keyboard here, and wouldn't you know it, I'm dusting off my intro skills too. So Jake, how you been?
I've been good. I've been very busy. The reason we've been away was got an internship at Rooster Teeth, so we stopped for that because of I signed a piece of paper that said I could not make competing content. And then when I came back, I went hard at school, and you went hard at school. We both
yeah. School went hard at me as well, by the way.
Oh gosh, yeah. Man, I feel like the University of Iowa owes me a pack of cigarettes.
For real,
at least probably a carton, honestly. But got my degree in cinema and 2 degrees, one in cinema, one in journalism. So here we are. I edit videos now for a living, and now I'm gonna edit good videos too.
Hell yeah, dude. And as for me, I've been, you said, I've been hitting the books, studying up on some programming stuff, just trying to get an associate's degree. I'm part-time student right now over at Kirkwood and Cedar Rapids. And
Full-time stud.
Oh, both of those are wrong. Definitely only a part-time stud at best.
Freelance stud.
Yeah, I can be a stud if you need me to be a stud, but for the most part, I'll just be a dud. Anyway,
a
dud. So that's kind of a little bit about us, a little bit about our past. Jake, why don't you start us off with the first bit of content as I pull that up right now.
I'll bring it in. Okay, so here's the big deal. Here's the dealio. DokiDoki I almost said DokiDoki Panic again. New DokiDoki Literature Club content is coming from the game's creator. He's also working on something new. So, DokiDoki Literature Club really messed with some people. It was definitely a trip. I personally did not play it, but I watched playthroughs. You played it, so you can shine a little light on this. Are you excited? How do you feel about all of this? Do you feel like this was necessary? Tell me your feels.
Honestly, I'm all about them anime titties. You know me. I'm all
Who
about
isn't?
them clapping them thick thighs, and because since they save lives and all and whatnot. A sequel, is it, it's not a sequel.
No.
It's just new content, which just tells me that, one, there will probably be like another story within DokiDoki Literature Club, and two, that like it was before, there'll just be like endless sifting that people are going to do. People are going to keep opening new doors and really just I don't know. like it was nuts. Some of the shit that people found in the first one, you know, or like I say the first one, but the first iteration of it, I should say.
Yeah.
How it's just crazy how much stuff and like how layered a lot of it was too. You know, there was
like an ogre.
Huh?
Like an ogre.
Yeah, exactly. Or an onion. But you know, what's the difference there?
Or a parfait.
Or yeah, there's parfaits as well. But I will admit, when I first played DokiDoki Literature Club, right?
Yeah.
I felt a little weird. I was like, all right, we all know, like, you know, there's all these visual novels of suspect origin, so to speak.
Suspect content.
Suspect content, yes.
All right, so big thing about DokiDoki Literature Club, and I'm always skeptical of visual novel and like similar ilk games that are basically dating sims. Like, so especially if it's high school related, weeby looking, I'm always a little skeptical. And then I saw the hype and all of the word about all of this, and I was like, oh boy, here we go again.
Mm-hmm. You know, it had me off a little bit because of the nature of visual novels and the kind of reputation that they have. And then it went right for, you know, it tried to connect with me with some of the stuff that started happening.
Like what?
It was really trying to appeal, like, you know, can't you see yourself in this position? I was like, yeah, just hanging out with my dudes. Oh, anyway, so yeah, I, you know, if it's what makes him happy, that's what makes him happy, and quite honestly, I know that people still love all those characters, you know. So
oh yeah,
there's no reason to not head back to the well, especially when there's so much more that can be done, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I say good on him. That's about what I got.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that's going to be happening. It's really exciting for the followers of it. It's definitely got its devout group, so I'm excited to see how it's going to go. And see, I don't think it'll have the same impact that it did before, but it'll definitely be talked about quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, people will be dissecting the crap out of it. So.
Oh yeah. Speaking of dissecting the crap, hit me up with that next article, stud.
All right. Oddity, a former Earthbound fan sequel, has a gorgeous new reveal trailer.
I'll take the lead on this.
Okay.
So I followed Mother 4 religiously. Like, they wouldn't take donations. They were like, we love the Mother series. We're going to make the fourth Mother game because Nintendo never will. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. If it's free to play, like, hopefully Nintendo will leave them alone. Then it's gone. It's just gone. It was so dope. They had made a trailer for it. It looked awesome. And I was pretty frustrated because we still haven't even gotten a Nintendo-made localization of Mother 3. So still waiting for that. But then, boom, this comes out of nowhere. And it's all the characters, all the sprites that they've been working on, basically. So this trailer drops. It looks like a Mother game. There's no information whatsoever. The trailer, spoiler alert, ends with them saying, no set date. Please be patient. But man, it looks awesome. It looks fantastic. If you're into 2D weird RPGs, I think you're gonna like it. Did you ever play oh man, Undertale?
I got about halfway through, and then I realized that I wasn't technically doing a passive run through.
What the fuck, man?
Because I was like stuck on the very first real person that you fight,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was just like I killed them on accident.
On accident, sure.
No,
Well,
no, no. It was like not a tutorial.
yeah.
Um,
No, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
yeah. Hard to describe, but yeah.
This is basically like another, because that was obviously paying hardcore homage to the Mother series and Super Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis esque RPGs. So it's nice to see more of this coming. It's more love to this genre, this weird take on things. I'm hoping it comes to the Switch because it seems like a perfect fit. It'll definitely be PC, and who knows what the price will be. They've been working on it for 6 or 7 years now, so here's to hoping.
Yeah. And Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, and then Bloodstained, the other one, the more recent one. Either way, I got Curse of the Moon because I don't know. I was farting around on my 3DS the other day just for no reason at all, and I was like, oh, I have like money on here in my account that like I just haven't used yet.
Yeah.
So I started looking for like themes or like something on the store, and I came across that, and I was like, you know what? A Castlevania game sounds perfect right now.
So good.
And it hit the spot, and then I haven't really had to scratch the itch since.
Some people in the industry call them the Metroidvania.
Yeah, they
But
do.
yeah.
They shouldn't.
Not this guy.
They shouldn't.
He
I
hates
don't.
Metroid, okay?
Listen, I understand why, because Metroid does the same thing, but
Super Metroid is the best version of that style of game. Arguably one of the best side scrollers ever, but whatever.
I would say Symphony of the Night.
That's a banger.
Symphony of the Night. Every time I watch a speedrun of that, every time I just watch it in general, like all the sounds are just iconic. The music, legendary. Like the atmosphere, everything about that game, can't get enough of.
Exactly.
And
I agree.
I imagine if I were to speedrun a game, it would probably be that. It would probably be that. Nice. So,
speaking of speedruns, just want to throw out there right now, we're recording this on January 6th, 2020. After you get done watching this amazing stream, make sure to watch Games Done Quick. If you have the funds, donate. Always a good time, always a good, good donation. Money goes towards a good cause.
yeah, we'll either one of us will be throwing a link in the stream in the chat here, or if one of you guys has the link too, that'd be dope. But,
to what?
Obviously, to Games Done Quick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah. Moving on to the next article. Actually, this would be out of order.
An article was thrown up in the chat if you want to pull that up real quick. I feel like some quote-unquote breaking news, maybe? Something kind of big.
Let's see what we got here. We got the Sony PlayStation 5 logo has been revealed.
Look at that.
Wow, 11 minutes ago.
I was going to say, and it looks exactly as you'd expect it to look. Like,
dang it. I was kind of hoping that they would do like almost exactly like the S. I mean, clearly it's pretty damn close anyway, but
that would have been fantastic. Where it just looks like PSS.
Yeah.
That'd be great. But oh man, like so slick, always looks so good. Like, man.
That's Sony for you.
They get me. They're so consistent. Man, I'm excited to see what the launch games for this are gonna be. It's gonna be pretty intense. We'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Right now, though, we got this home arcade of Star Wars. Star Wars
Just
home arcade.
smash that nut button. This is
Get it.
mostly.
Nut.
I'm gonna hit it a few times.
Nut.
This is for me. Big fan of Star Wars games. Like, I've played too many of them. The Super Series for the Super Nintendo are obviously the best. Those are the best 3 Star Wars games. At least for that generation. Battlefront and Battlefront 2, obviously. Played on PlayStation 2, not Xbox. There's just so many good Star Wars games. If I remember correctly, this article is... it says all the Star Wars I need is this home arcade machine. So it just scratches all the itches that you're looking for. You get to play all the old, like, Atari Star Wars games. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's so exciting. $500. Just drop it. Drop that $500. Go for it. Treat yourself. I can't. I would if I could.
Was it a game or an arcade game that never made it to consoles then?
No, it made. I think it made it to PC.
Third game. No.
Yeah, but they're so ridiculous, but also pretty innovative and good for, like, that time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah.
It's like super hot.
Super hot.
Super hot.
Damn,
That was
you're
just
darn right.
that was just a little something I wanted to talk about. Because, man, big fan.
Yeah.
Loves Star Wars. Loves video game cabinets.
What'd you? I mean, real quick, we got a little bit of time. What'd you think of Rise of Skywalker?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
3 words. Yep, 3-word review. Instead,
I got one word for you. Okay.
boner. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fine. I mean,
It was fine. It's like, that's the whole sequels. That's all the sequels have been.
yeah.
And, like, I listen to a lot of movie podcasts, and they shit on this prequels a lot, as they should, because those movies are something.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, at least they're campy.
Yeah.
At least they're campy bad. Like, these movies can sometimes just be, like, straight up bad.
It's like cringy bad versus.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, beautiful. Like, they're the best looking Star Wars movies.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Other than that one creature in Force Awakens that's on the Millennium Falcon.
Portion.
God, not Simon Pegg. He was fine. You know what looks really good? This breakfast
Yeah.
made in some game called Dreams.
I guess so.
Yeah, whatever that is, it looks cool.
Yeah, I guess it. I mean,
Dreams.
that must
yeah,
be
it's
like some sort of 3D making software.
Yeah, I think it's coming out for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Not 100%. The studio hasn't really done anything before, so
Yeah. I gotta let Kinnick out.
I'm like go ahead. I'm like half baked on this whole Dreams thing. I'm just not huge
It
on board.
sounds like a, make our game for us sort of thing, Like
Yeah,
it's
it just sounds
talking
really-
perpetual early development. It's like
It's lazy.
okay,
It's
dude.
yeah. It's just lazy development.
Yeah.
Like it just screams No Man's Sky. Like, honestly. When's it gonna go gold? Is it ever gonna go gold? What even is it? I don't know. I'm just waiting, trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this game.
Emerald Akbar.
Read it for the chat. Read it for the podcast, brother.
Emerald Akbar coming in saying Dreams is Little Big Planet folk, isn't it?
It is, yeah. This game looks absolutely incredible. Like, they've been working on this for so long. I used to talk to Admiral Akbar about it a lot because they mentioned it at E3 years ago that they were working on something like right when the PS4 launched, and then we got nothing. And now we your roommate Cal had Dreams, and I got to play it a little bit when we were watching E3 this year, and man, the game's awesome. Has so much potential.
Oh yeah.
People do crazy stuff in it, and I love it. If only this was like a good breakfast instead of an English breakfast, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, if only
fucking beans for breakfast.
Who the hell puts beans out for breakfast?
Disgusting.
Like, thinking about them beans.
I'm not watching Cars 2. Let's move on.
Come here. If you're gonna distract me, you're gonna be on stream.
Oh yeah, here we go. First episode's gotta have the cat, right? Gotta have the boy. He's our mascot. We used to do Game Scrubs. Oh man, look at that boy. That is a delicate flower right there.
I can hear the Hanna-Barbera like Scooby-Doo running away sound as he scoots out of the room.
As he eats a whole sandwich in one bite. By whole sandwich, I mean 1.5 feet of carpet.
Yeah, just stacks it up. Stacks on stacks.
It is like the opening of Lion King. Mr. Dr. Persiman in the chat said it's like the opening of Lion King, and he is very correct.
I was, that was on purpose, by the way.
Oh, was it
I
on
was
purpose?
about to start going,
Hang on just a sec. I'm going to grab my cat real quick.
Okay.
You talk about Dreams a little bit.
Dreams, what are they? I actually wrote a research paper about them.
She's mad, so it'll be quick. She's like, save me!
I don't want to be here!
Evanescence.
Wake me up inside.
I woke her up inside. It was fine.
All
right,
so let's move on to some pretty interesting news, really.
Drum roll. This is insane.
There's a new gaming PC that comes with built-in Xbox One or PS4.
Wild. Absolutely.
Shown off at CES 2020 in Las Vegas.
Gosh, I would love to be at CES someday.
As you guys can see, this was on Kotaku, published by Mike Fahey today at 1 o'clock.
This is big.
Yeah, and Kinnick's licking the door.
Same.
As you can see, it's originally conceived as a gaming PC with all 3 current generation consoles built in. Origin PC trimmed back its original concept for a multi-system Big O computer into something much more sellable rather than 3 consoles. Customers can choose between either PS4 Pro or an all-digital Xbox One S. The console hardware is housed within the Corsair Crystal Series 280X chassis, supporting a dual-chambered design.
It looks dope.
Yeah.
It looks slick.
Like,
that is how you make a product really good looking.
And increase functionality across the board.
Across the board. Like, look at that. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080.
Yeah. Granted, I'm pretty sure, how much did it say it was going for? Yeah. $2,500.
Which, like, if you're building a PC, and that's like, you can build a good PC, obviously, for $2,000, like a really good PC.
Mm-hmm.
Put that extra $500 in there is basically just like the console, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's pretty
Get
cool.
a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, you should get a PS4 Pro, because you can play all Xbox games on a PC. Like, that's straight up it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking out for y'all.
Yeah. Game Pass for PC. It's rising. It's rising in popularity. It's like becoming a big
great.
deal.
It's a perfect program. Like, Sony needs to get its head out of its ass and get PlayStation Now either better or do something.
Yeah. I don't see PlayStation though. I don't see them ever putting their exclusives on for a PC.
Oh no, not at all.
Like, online, so to speak, like in that same capacity as the PC Game Pass.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't see PlayStation Now existing in that same capacity.
For sure.
At least not in the foreseeable future. But hey, I was wrong about Fire Emblem Fates back in the day. I can be wrong about this.
Gosh, sadly wrong about that.
Yes. But
gosh.
Yeah, this looks, I mean, this is what everybody wants anyway.
Yeah. At least that's what I want.
Yeah. Anybody who's really that serious about gaming, there's no reason not to at least consider this.
Exactly.
Unless you're a deal hunter and are able to really scrounge up some good PC parts for cheap or a console for cheap. So
exactly.
Yeah. Plus, all these, a lot of these brands like Corsair, Nvidia, AMD,
solid.
They're like very, like you just said, solid brands to build a PC with.
Yeah,
so it's not
exactly.
just like, it's not like a trimmed down PC that happens to also have a console attached. Not attached, but you get the point. Like built in.
Yeah.
It's just a good combination of both.
Yeah. Speaking of PCs, shall we move on to our last article?
Yeah. New details have emerged at CES 2020 regarding the Xbox Series X. So basically, it'll feature 2 HDMI ports, 2 USB-C ports, SPDIF, Ethernet, and of course power. This is the same as the Xbox One X. The Series X also has a USB port on the front of the console by the disk drive. What was I?
I just need a good disk. Are they putting the disk drive that like slides out back in it? That way, if I move my Xbox at all, it'll just kill the fucker.
No,
that's what I want. I just want my Xboxes to be unstable yet sell millions upon millions.
I want to see one of these red ring.
Oh my god!
Because you know that it's gonna have like some red pulse at the very top, right?
It's gonna be like Skynet if it red ring.
I want it to like
it's too smart.
Scare me when it red rings too. I want it to
just gets way too hot.
Yeah. I want it to basically sound like a fire alarm's going off, like beep, beep, beep.
Exactly.
Yeah. What? Okay. Since it has been a while, I gotta ask, what do you think of the design?
It's so dumb. Like, my favorite memes were like, this is the Xbox Y, and then there's the Xbox X.
I liked the
some solid math memes there.
I liked the people who were. There was one of someone saying it was that it was a refrigerator.
Yeah, 100%.
Photoshopped it in as a refrigerator, and I was like,
"That's exactly what it is."
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny, but when you think about you know, desktop PC. It's not that much different. It's more tower-esque than
Yeah.
your typical PC or any of the consoles before it.
Also, don't another. Speaking of PCs, it's worth noting that AMD showed fake render for the Xbox One X fridge.
They what?
They showed us a fake render. Check the chat. Got an article from The Verge about how during their CES keynote, the chipmaker revealed that it appeared to be the rear of the chipmaker revealed what appeared to be the rear of the Xbox X, briefly showing off its supposed ports, but it initially looked like it would include 2 USB-C ports and 2 HDMI ports. They admitted that was a fake render, so it's safe to assume that it's going to be like that. Something to note along the lines of fake renders and stuff is before the Switch came out, we got that really sick commercial with Breath of the Wild and stuff.
Mm.
And that was not actually the gameplay. Like, they put a video over the Switch, like, in handheld mode. So that wasn't actually them playing it. It was a video they put over it. So it's important to note that this happens. It's
all
not
the time.
like this is...
Yeah.
It's not like this is crazy. But yeah, that's... Keep an eye on that. Follow your good sources.
Mm-hmm. Also in that article, I happened to spot that it says that it's going to support 8K gaming, frame rates
Who
of up
wants
to
that?
120 frames per second.
Bullshit.
Ray tracing is already pretty common. Variable refresh rate support also very, well, not very common, but it's there.
Yeah.
In some of the more well-developed games, I'll put it that way. But 8K gaming and frame rates up to 120 frames per second. I'll believe it when I fucking see it. I'm gonna put that out there because I'll be damned if a lot of games still now can't do 1080p 100 or 60 frames a second. Just
Yep.
It shouldn't even be the standard anymore. But it's a bar that a lot of games still don't seem to measure up to.
It's true.
So,
And as a diehard Switch fan, a lot of Switch games definitely don't hit that.
yeah.
Even in dock mode.
Now, that's not to say that a game can't look good at 1080p 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
It's just
But
saying,
it'd be dope if everyone could just meet that standard.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So,
Speaking of standards, hit me up.
well, honestly, that's it. So, now, I wanted to take a moment, maybe go to the Wayback Machine of
Yes.
2019. What were some of your favorite games, favorite gaming moments? Just 2019 in gaming. What do you think about? And maybe a favorite top one or top game or top three, whatever. When you think of 2019, what do you think of as far as gaming?
I think of Dexit. That's my
Oh.
number one thing.
Yeah.
Personally, thought it was dumb. I was a little upset. I've been playing Pokemon. We'll get to that later. But I was a little hurt that they took out Zubat and put Woobat in.
Mm-hmm.
But, who needs that many Pokemon? Nobody. There's
Yeah.
no reason. Follower Mr. Dr. Person Man maxed out his Dex. And I
What?
applaud him for that.
Oh, so he got all of the.
He's gotten every Pokemon you can get in Sword and Shield, which is a ton, but not an ass ton. Not 90. It's not 90. I meant 900. Sorry. It's absurd. Too many. Dexit was probably my standout thing of the year. I also appreciated Kojima making the comment that maybe Americans just weren't smart enough to play Death Stranding. I thought that was really funny. But was he wrong? Like, nah. Those were two great moments. I feel like there's just been so much positivity with it wasn't a positive thing that I'm an avid Smash Bros player, and I try to follow the competitive scene, and when that young woman who was like a teenager beat that dude in that tournament, and everyone freaked out and like basically chased her off social media, that was frustrating, disheartening. But I think she got signed to a she's gotten some good supporters, like corporate supporters, corporate sponsorships, so that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And it's good to see that kind of turnaround. The support is there. The vocal minority, don't let them ruin everything for everybody.
No shit. Take a fucking shower, you nerds.
Yeah, seriously. Fun fact. What, 41? Like, basic 41. I meant 51. Like, 51% of the population are female or identify as female. And a good chunk of those people are going to play video games. Fun fact, just statistically.
And 100% of them won't have sex with you if you don't shower.
Yes. Oh gosh. All right, those are like my big three moments. Those are things that really stood out to me this year. I thought it was interesting how things were handled. Oh shoot, sorry. E3 was wild this year.
Yeah.
Who was there? Who wasn't there? Things that were dropped. Things that people were excited for. It was just a ride. Nintendo. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Giant Nintendo fanboy. I think they're crushing it this year. The Switch is doing great. The Switch Lite was such a good idea. I'm just excited to see what the future for them holds. Excited for the future of PlayStation, and Xbox, really. They're all making different moves in very good ways.
Yeah. Without nerding out too hard, it reminds me of how in Dragon Ball Super, when Vegeta decides he's going to tread his own path and go to an advanced Super Saiyan Blue mode instead of trying to attain Ultra Instinct. But that's neither here nor there. As far as for me, looking back, only one thing sticks out, and it is a doozy, and that is Fire Emblem Three Houses.
First console since first Fire Emblem game console since
Radiant Dawn
on the Wii. Yep.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it's a perfect game because, my God, the exploits are everywhere. You just got to know where to look. But, holy crap. I mean, it just consumed me.
All right, Eminem, calm down.
I'm still playing the stupid game. And I've played it for 130 hours.
That's awesome. That's so good to hear.
I mean, that's not much when you hear about the people who play 2,000 hours of Ark or something like that, okay, fine, it's not that much. But, I don't know. For a Fire Emblem game that the campaign itself is between 60 and 80 hours, depending on if you fuck around or not. And I fucked around and I dove. I was deep into the lore and trying to understand different character relationships, stuff like that. The first go around, at least. The second time, I am totally skip. I don't care. Don't give me any more dumbass dialogue. I don't care.
Oh my God.
just get on with it. I'm gonna win. Stop.
I'm gonna win. All right.
Yeah. But it's actually kind of fun that way too, because now
it is,
because I'm playing as a different house. That's the whole point. There's 3 houses you can play as, and then there's a secret 4th route.
That's awesome.
Perfect. So
Crushing it. They just did so well too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy for them.
And didn't they get? No, they didn't get Game of the Year, did they? Or did
They did not, but they got a lot of awards.
Yes. As far as Wanger56 bringing up in the chat, how much does the story change per house? It's not necessarily the story changing per house; it's the perspectives, and seeing how different people react to certain things happening is what I'm most interested in. Because, the first, I'd say, third at least of the game, you're getting to know all these different students and their personalities and all that good stuff. And yeah.
Heck yeah, man. For a studio that was gonna shut down.
Yeah.
7 years ago now. To have that happen, that's just so great. It's so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. As far as what I'm looking forward to, holy hell, we have a huge year for video games coming up.
Got a big year.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Next month.
What the hell? Oh, of course I'm blanking right now.
There's a lot going on.
There's a ton.
And it's all spread
console
out.
releases. There's rumors of a Switch Pro, but that's really not.
Those are
That's
just rumors.
not news. Those are rumors at this point. Oh god. There was a game I'm super pumped for.
You got this.
Oh, upcoming games.
Breaking his heart.
Upcoming games. 2020.
Talking about the Kakarot game, dude.
Yeah. You know what? That's number 2 on the list. Oh, God. Here we go. Ori and the Will of the Wisps coming up. That's pretty good. Here's what I was thinking of. Doom Eternal.
Yep. Oh, this boy. This boy in his Doom.
You know it, dude. Holy
Dude,
moly.
it's gonna be dope. He'll be streaming it here.
Yeah, I will.
Along those lines, things I'm excited for. Are you good? I don't want to cut you off or anything.
Well, there's some that haven't been confirmed for 2020.
Yeah,
but
that's big.
But actually, piggybacking back off of when we were talking about E3, the announcement of Hellblade 2. Not that I didn't expect it.
Wild.
But the reveal of it and like the trailer just got me so pumped. I was just like, ooh. I was like dancing along with it. Like, ooh, ooh. You know, doing that like primal jumping up and down, hee-haw stuff. Yeah.
Like the show?
Yeah.
God. Oh, man. There's just so much going on. Last of Us 2. That's going to be a trip. That is insane to think about.
Yeah, that's another one that I was thinking of. Or I meant to bring up. Last of Us 2. So, Last of Us 2, honestly, was like... I was future-proofing myself for Sony exclusives when I bought my PS4.
Yep.
Last of Us 2 was what I was thinking of when I got it. And I was like,
smart.
moving ahead. But then, like, Spider-Man came out. And it was an amazing game.
Yep. Well, that's what Sony does.
So
they, yeah. Sony is just gonna keep on knocking out of the park. I'm excited for whatever Xbox is. What do you any speculation on this Halo game? Honestly, like based on recent iterations.
It'll be a Halo game.
Woo!
Yeah.
Will it be good? Oh man! Don't forget it could be this year. It could be 20 years from now. By playing Skyrim music and showing a mountainside. That was last year. Yeah. I don't know. I'm hard on Bethesda.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
I know.
they try to do a little too much, and then things bug out like crazy because they can't seem to figure out that they need to focus on getting the game to be functional first.
Like the Fallout 4 was fine. It was basically more Fallout 3, but it was fine. Like it actually functioned, which is dope.
Well, the crafting system was
It was bloated.
it was stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but I was indifferent.
I was big on Fallout 76. Like,
yeah,
man, it's what everyone wanted.
couldn't have been
It
a better
came out.
like. Bye Apex. Bye Fortnite.
I love that people immediately crashed it. Like, what did they expect? Just a ton of people watching.
Yeah, but
That was great.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the power to drop a nuke. Wait, you actually did that? What the hell?
Gosh.
Come on.
But in the same breath, Bethesda's doing some really cool stuff with like Doom, and I think it's interesting what they're trying to do with mobile games. I'm happy that Elder Scrolls Online is doing how well it's doing. They just
have they given up on Blades yet? Because they should.
I don't know about Blades, man. I don't know. Tap and slash adventure.
Yeah. Gosh.
Hey, it's out for the Switch.
I have a hangnail.
God. Speaking of hangnails, shout out to the Wii for hanging on as long as it did.
Yeah.
Last
right.
game for the Wii came out last year. That's insane.
It was Just Dance, right? Just Dance 2020 or 2019?
Had a 13-year life. That's absurd.
It's longer than a lot of people gave it credit for. Like when it was first coming out, I don't know if you remember this, but I definitely remember basically people were like, this is the dumbest fucking thing ever. This is not going to work. This is going to be terrible. And what did you see the snap I put on my story?
Wait, today?
No. Like about a week ago-ish.
Did you find a Wii?
I found in an old folks home where my grandma lives, my sweet little granny. They were playing Wii bowling.
No way.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So
that's so wholesome.
You remember how people were saying, "Oh, in the future, we'll be the ones doing Wii bowling." No, we're not. We're gonna be doing fucking virtual reality bowling.
That makes me so happy.
Like mind implant gaming of the future, where we just like lay down in bed and close our eyes, and then a projection is printed onto our mind at
it.
You know, I'm just coming up with stuff, but
it makes me think of the Futurama episode where Amy is playing virtual. She's playing virtual skee ball in virtual reality, so she's just sitting there, and in the virtual reality, she's playing virtual skee ball. That's what I imagine we'll be at. But as far as the future goes, the future of this channel, we're gonna freaking try, guys. We're gonna do a weekly podcast. I'd say a little cleaner than this, just busting off the cobwebs, cleaning out the dust. Really excited to see where it's gonna go. We're gonna try and stream. We're gonna have a stream schedule, presumably, so that'll be really exciting. Just think the future's looking really bright. Kyle, anything you have to say about that?
You hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I don't have anything to add, to be honest. It's all... Sorry, I'm just doing a little cleaning up in the chat already.
Don't worry about it. Well, we'll be assigning mods, so get excited for that.
Yeah. It's like the birth of a channel again. It's kind of it's nice to start fresh.
It is.
So
It's neato fresh.
and you mentioned how we're hoping to set up like a schedule, right?
Yep.
A schedule that I think, because I think on Twitch, like underneath like on our channel page, we can put a calendar saying, "Oh, we'll be streaming here at these times," right?
Yep.
So we will stop, listen, and collaborate, or stop. What's the
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, we'll stop, drop, and roll until we figure out between the two of us the schedule. And we'll post that as soon as we can. We'll also post it. By the way, if you haven't checked out our Facebook page yet, or group, I should say. It's a group, not a page. Page incoming eventually, I guess.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Page incoming, YouTube channel incoming, Discord, we'll have it all set up.
Yeah. And by all means, honestly, to start off, I don't mind memes.
Get some memes going. Get some good video game memes going in that games page.
Yeah. This is basically the first production of what we hope to build upon and do layers of. And, I mean, I listened to Rooster Teeth podcast before I started watching, Ruby or anything like that. So, we'll see where this leads. And that's what I'm excited for in the future of 2020. So, with that, if you like this and you're watching on YouTube, make sure to give us a like, follow, favorite, and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch right now, please feel free to follow us.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can also find us at Facebook. You can send us an email at hogtideproductions@gmail.com. And Kinnick's telling me it's time to eat, so I gotta get going, huh?
He's hungry.
Yeah, he's always hungry. Just
That's
like,
a secret, Cap.
Yeah. So with that, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us, right? Meow. Shout outs to chat. Again, thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you on the flippity flap.